What's up guys, and welcome to my new series called How I Would Build. This series I'm going to cover how I would build different commanders and my thought process behind how I build them. In this episode I will be covering my favorite commander, Witch King. So, Witch King is an undead and he has the perk called Leader. Leader gives you 5 more command at level 20. So 5 more commands are huge for a commander that are army focused. 5 more commands equals 500 more units, for example. And that is great for Witch King because he is army focused. So let's take a look at his abilities first. He has the title called Lord of the Nazgul. It increases his it decreases the enemy commander's damage by 30%, and they also have a chance of being stunned. He hits one target for some physical damage and decreases their defense for 1 round, and he has the ability to make his normal attacks cause an additional burn damage. So this tree right here is okay. Against an Legolas or a Lurtz, Lord of the Nazgul is actually pretty good because they're commander focused when it comes to damage. Their damage comes from the commander, not the army. So 30% there, that would be okay. It would be good. And also the chance of being stunned. However, this tree does not compare at all to the other 2 trees. Because as I mentioned, Witch King wants to deal damage with his army and lots of it. So Black Captain increases his Orcs, Uruk-hai, Evilmen and Trolls damage by 30%, and they also gain plus 2 HP per unit. In the first 2 rounds, all allied units gain initiative. This means that they attack first in the rounds, and also they have a 75% chance of attacking twice each round. This is big. This is huge. Also, Orcs and Uruk-hai receives 14% less damage. So we have 30% damage increase for pretty much all the units. And we have initiative in the first rounds and a big chance to attack twice. So that's gonna be a lot of damage. So let's look at Ring Wraith. It makes the all enemies receive 30% more burn, poison and focus damage. Now that's a lot as well. So we have 30% from Black Captain and they receive 30% more burn damage. Now keep this in mind when we look at units. So he has Nazgul Screech. At round 1, 2 enemy targets have a 100% chance of being stunned, and also they gain 164% focus damage each round afterwards. So we stun them at the first round so that we can just give off a lot of damage and not lose any units. And then he has the ability for each round to make his normal attacks deal 70% poison damage. That continues for 2 rounds. Again, we don't want him to do the damage. We want the army. That's what he's built for. So these 2 not good at all. So at respect 5 he gets Lord of Minas Morgul. When he uses Fellbeast, his focus and speed are increased by 45, and the enemy commander's might and focus are decreased by 45. And also the Fellbeast gains stun immunity. So I imagine this would be pretty strong with Fellbeast. I haven't tested it out because clearly I don't have respect 5. However, I do think that the other build is stronger. Here will also reduce the enemy defense and the enemy units damage by 21%. So a strong tree as well, but I reckon Black Captain and Ring Wraith, those 2 trees are the strong ones. Remember, you don't want Morgul Poison, just Nazgul Screech and Ring Wraith, Black Captain, Convener and Morgul Commander. So let's take a look at which kind of units you want to use with this guy. Okay guys, so remember what I said? We're gonna be looking for burn damage. So I already know which units have burn damage, and we have 2 candidates. We have Corsairs. They deal burn damage on normal attacks and they have a chance to avoid damage. They have some decent stats, so we could be using Corsairs. So what are we gonna be using besides Corsairs? Alchemists. Alchemists deal a lot of burn damage. Their rolls aren't so good, it's from 1 to 17. However, they have the ability called Fires of Orthanc, and at max level this makes their normal attacks deal 300% burn damage. So rolling 1 is gonna be 3 damage. That's not so much. Rolling 15, however, is gonna be 45 damage. So let's compare. The Berserkers doesn't even come close to that. The abilities of Witch King, you should remember, makes Yorukai deal 30% more damage, and it's gonna give them a chance to attack twice in the first 2 rounds, and also enemies take 30% more burn damage. So we have 300% burn damage plus 30% damage from Black Captain and 30% burn damage taken because of Ring Wraith. And so what's weak about these units? Well, of course it's their chance to deal only 1 damage. If we roll 1 or 2 damage, we don't really do that much damage. So how do we counter that? How do we make this work and make it stronger? Well, we do that by increasing their damage, not further in percent, but by points. So for example, Cutlass increases army attack damage by +2. So now the lowest roll won't be 1, but it's gonna be 3. We also have +1 from this Berserker Gaze and +2 from Drums of Moria. So what I'm trying to say is we need to buff the damage per unit so that our lowest roll won't be that low, and also we need to increase their defense because they have a low defense. So this is the items that we're going to be looking for. Items with might primarily. Might is going to be number 1 priority, second priority is going to be speed, and last is going to be defense between the 3. So we want items with a lot of might and plus unit damage for our alchemists. So, and a good example, if you want a purple, I would suggest getting Cutlass with a different second ability. Once I get the one that increases melee unit damage by 9%, I'm gonna go for that one. And I suggest you do too. For chests, right now I'm using Superior Hauberk. We want a lot of might, so of course we want some army defense, it gives us that. I would switch out the secondary effect, the affix, with the one called Shroud. Let me just show you. Shroud gives 3 allied units 60% chance of avoiding the first instance of damage. So again, we have the ability that gives them stun in round 1. Now we also have an ability that will make them avoid the first instance of damage in round 2. Or for the Cutlass, I was talking about this one, melee might. Allied melee units increase damage dealt by 9%. And then I am using the Berserker's Gaze for extra attack for Yorukai. Alchemists are Yorukai, so that works. It gives us a lot of might. And then I would use... Wait, you know what? I'm gonna put in the end, I'm gonna talk quickly about what I think is gonna be best in slot for this commander. So yeah, Berserker's Gaze gives us might and another attack. And Drums of Moria gives us some might, some speed, some focus, and then 2 more attack. So in the end, when I have gotten this one more time, strengthened it 1 more time, we're gonna have +3 attack, and of course a lot of might and speed. We're gonna have +3 attack from this one when it's maxed out, and we're gonna have +3 attack from the drums when they're maxed out. So that's +9 attack. This means that the alchemist is gonna do roll 10 damage at the lowest, So that's gonna be 30 damage as the lowest one, plus 30% from Black Captain, plus attacking twice in the first round, plus 30% burn damage taken for the enemy by Ring Wraith. Now, this is a lot stronger than Berserker suddenly. We also increased defense, so they're not gonna be as weak. Berserkers have 18 defense, and Alchemists have 16. So they're gonna be at, right now they're at 26 for me with Witch King. So that's how I would gear him out. So for best in slot, so when we're looking for the best in slot weapon for Witch King, okay guys, so now for what I think are gonna be the best in slot items for Witch King. So when we're looking for a weapon, I think that the best one has got to be the new weapon that's gonna be in Season 2 as a reward for winning if you have enough points, Blazing Tongue. It gives pure might, a lot of might, and army attack. So we're gonna have the +3 attack and army, maybe more, we don't know how much it increases, and just pure might. And for the effect, I'm assuming it's gonna have plus army melee % damage, and if it does have that, then this is what I think is gonna be the best in slot. So second after that, I would say that Reckoning is gonna be your best choice because it has might and speed, and also gives +1 attack for Orcs, Uruk-hai, and Evil Men. So you got that attack for Uruk-hai, and the secondary effect again should be plus melee % damage. So when it comes to runner for that, I would say Morgul Blade is also decent. It has Uruk-hai allied damage dealt by 12%, which is actually more than the Reckoning has. However, it does give might, focus, and speed. Now for the chest piece, I think that you have two options that are both good. You could either go with Berserker's Raiment. It gives us pure might, plus HP for Uruk-hai, and then with the secondary effect it gives us 24 defense for Uruk-hai. You could also go with Warborn Battleplate. It gives us might, and then it gives us our army defense and speed. And then for secondary effect you could take Shroud, which allows your 3 of your allied units 60% chance to avoid the first damage they take. And for a helm, I think that Berserker's Gaze is the best one. It gives a plus attack for Uruk-hai, pure might, and this for secondary effect you want a 100% chance to be immune to stun for your Uruk-hai. This way nothing is gonna stop your alchemist from dealing damage. And for the accessory, the best in slot is hands down gonna be All Thanks Devilry with Opportune Strike as the secondary effect. Maxed out it will give your Uruk-hai 100% chance of dealing max damage every time. So that's just insane. If you can get that, I would say that I'm sorry guys, I'm a little sick right now, so that's why. But I would say that the Drums of Barad-dûr are a good choice as well, just for the melee plus damage and mind focus. So that's gonna be it for this video guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more like this content, give me a subscribe and a like.